So good afternoon everyone, it is Mitchell aka The Walk in Orlando and welcome back here to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I had to come on over because since we haven't been able to come as frequent as I would like to. Decided since it is available, we decided to come on over for a little bit of afternoon adventures. Just because coming later in the day to Disney, especially since the nighttime stuff hasn't officially started, so I was coming over here. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as we always go on Disney adventures quite frequently. So we're gonna head on to Hollywood Studios, have a great time. And back into Hollywood Studios. Right now we're trying to figure out what we're gonna go get a return time for. Actually, I haven't really looked at any of the wait times yet today, considering we just got here. So we probably should have maybe done that a little bit earlier as well. So this is also our very first trip back to a Disney park where we do not have to wear a mask anywhere. So we do not, the only place that you have to wear a mask now with Disney is on all their transportation stuff. So if you're on a bus, Skyliner, or the buses.
Not ferry boat.
But not the ferry boat because it is open. It's like an open seating area. So it's kind of nice. Be interested to see because last time when we came last week, you still had to wear a mask when you're on the attractions, but now you no longer have to wear a mask while you're on attractions inside, so you don't have to keep reminding yourself to do that.
I didn't realize Minnie's dress had sparkles on.
Neither did I just noticed that.
I bet they light up at night.
Yeah.
Oh, Pluto!
Oh, Mickey's has like sparkles on his as well. So we do have a return time for Slinky Dog Dash because last time we came we couldn't do it because of all the weather in the area. So we thought, oh, let's go ahead and get Slinky Dog Dash. Well, it's like an hour plus wait, so won't be able to go back to closer to 4:45. So we got a little bit of time to kill before that happens. So we came into the dark room, which is where they have all the magic bands and stuff, and now they have these new magic keepers, which are where you put the puck in. But what's cool about them is that you can pull them, and they actually so you can hook it onto your hip. So they have the Stitch one, which is a bronze one. I think these are all going to be bronze because there's a mini with bow. There's a regular Mickey one. This is oh boy. Careless is like the key, like a key to the kingdoms, and then a giant one. So these are all going to be bronze. So they're going to be 30. But they have increased some of the prices on some of the magic bands. So that does make it a little more expensive. Oh look, they have a Frozen Ever After magic band for the 5th anniversary.
They also have Quasimodo.
Oh, they do have Quasimodo?
Sorry.
Oh wow, they do.
And Esmeralda.
That's awesome. I like that they do. They've been trying to do more with like classic.
They also have Reese's.
I remember you telling me about the Recess one.
Recess. And they have Gravity Falls.
See, that one's interesting because Gravity Falls, I keep forgetting it is a Disney show, not.
And Pinocchio.
Yeah, Pinocchio's you kind of expect. Well, we did just watch it today. It's the new Disney Pixar Luca, which actually was pretty cool. It wasn't like the greatest like Disney one, but I do like all the new Luca stuff. And they have the shirt for it as well, which is $30. Let's see anything on the back? Nope. Just Porto Rosso. That's really funny. So we're walking over to do Muppets because we haven't done Muppets in a while, and it's also on a warmer day since we're waiting for things. But we walked by here by Dinosaur Gertie's ice cream. And I love that Gertie's little nose has got some of the smoke coming out of it, so it's kind of funny. Normally here they literally sell just waffle cone ice cream cups and usually the Mickey bar or the Mickey sandwiches. So right over here to Star Tours, where usually the Jedi training trials of the temple was, where the photographers are, they actually have a special camera that me and Kayla actually came over and just took a picture with, and I always put it up right here because I don't know what it looks like afterwards, but I'm curious to see what it does look like. So I think it's one of the 360 cameras that they have, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll tell you, one of the things that a lot of people don't know a whole lot about is here on the like avenue down here going, the Grand Avenue area going down towards Galaxy's Edge, right here off to the right is the Baseline Tap House. Now to me this is probably one of the best like essentially quick service slash drink area to go to. They have a really good like black cherry soda, but they have some really good little snacks from pretzels to a charcuterie board to a meat tray. It's all really good, and it's kind of here kind of off the beaten path almost. Well, because we do have some time and we want to try to get out of the heat as much as possible, came on over here to do Muppet Vision 3D. So right over here at Grand Avenue. One, it's a great place to get out of the heat. Just a few minutes to sit down. I always love the pre-show area for Muppets. Just a bunch of just random mishmash of stuff.
To stay on the other side of the road. Okay.
And then
why
as you're
did
waiting
this
for the
chicken cross
pre-show,
road?
oh my god.
Ah, that's funny. Hey, penguins, I got a joke. Why did the chicken...
I like the fact this box right here says the Great Gonzo weird stuff. Banana puree, go toads. As we're standing up here, I see that the Great Gonzo weird stuff. What I didn't see was down here is the Great Gonzo's really weird stuff. And then the Great Gonzo student props. I will say, I kind of wish, I know like this whole back area where Grand Avenue is right before you go into Galaxy's Edge has kind of turned into a Muppets area, but I just always felt like the Muppets needed a little bit more. Like I really like Muppet Vision 3D. It's one of the few like 3D movie type attractions I really enjoy. Mostly because the Muppets are really funny and like they really are a good addition into like Hollywood studios here, but I kind of wish there was a little bit more because then the only other thing they have is the gift shop back here and Pizza Rizzo, which is so-so at best. So we do need to head into Toy Story Land, but the quickest way to get to Toy Story Land from the Grand Avenue is actually to head through Galaxy's Edge. So this usually will be a lot quicker, so we're just gonna stay on the outskirts, not really get too far into Galaxy's Edge. I do like at Galaxy's Edge, there is more opportunity to be able to see a lot of the characters because they have a lot more of these like platforms. They have different areas they can hang out. They can kind of be separated from everyone. Just a stormtrooper by himself. So now walking out of Galaxy's Edge from the Planet of Batuu at the Black Spire Outpost, there's a quick little transition in Andy's backyard because we have our fast passes, or not fast passes because they don't do fast passes, we have a return time for Slinky Dog's Dash. Haven't done that in a decent amount of time, and like I said, last time we came it was rainy and stormy, so unfortunately it was shut down most of the day. Oh, look at that weather moving in. Oh! Look at that weather. I like a little like pullback on this.
Here we go.
Here we go. Wow. Nice and slow over. Into the bunny hills. Oh.
Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will
really call me
the way I do, just me and you, baby.
Well, we did just get off Slinky Dog Dash, but you can see by the weather it has gotten very dark very fast. And as we were getting on Slinky Dog Dash, they made an announcement saying that there is some weather moving into the area, so they will continue operating as long as possible, but there is a chance it may have to shut down due to weather. So we're trying to figure out what to do next because we luckily got the one outdoor thing we wanted to do, really the only outdoor thing that's here that it gets affected by weather. So I think we're gonna go over to Rock and Roller Coaster, see maybe about just maybe waiting in line to avoid the weather, hopefully. Literally in the span of probably about 5 to 10 minutes, they went from being like kind of sunny and stuff to now the wind has picked up drastically. Also, I think that's rain right there. So we're trying to get a return time for Rock and Roller Coaster, but then we're trying to figure out what to do next. We were like, oh, maybe we can wait for Mickey and Minnie's, but Mickey and Minnie's has an outside queue. So that may make it a little bit more difficult of trying to wait for something. Well, a little thunder, a little lightning starting to roll in here. Well, it's funny, as we were getting our return time, Slinky Dog Dash just went down, so we couldn't have timed it any better on getting on Slinky Dog Dash. I was kind of hoping like, oh, it would be nice because it won't have any rain tonight, won't have to deal with any sort of weather, and then weather moves in. Florida just on cue. And just like that, rain has moved back into Hollywood Studios for the second week in a row. Kind of funny because we were literally waiting in line because I ended up getting a Mickey bar and Kayla ended up getting a Mickey pretzel. And as we were sitting there, we could see the rain starting to come in. We're like, okay, it's not too bad. And then this opened up, so we ran from, there's a place right across the way from Mickey and Minnie all over here. Originally we were staying under the archway, but the way the rain's coming in, it was kind of coming right at us. And there's my Mickey bar. Yeah, so you can't really tell it just because of how the rain is, but you can see right there, it's a little bit of crack on it, but it's what it is. And here's the other question. If you have a Mickey bar, how are you going to eat it? For me, I always eat it by the ears first. Now he's having a hard time hearing because he lost part of his ear. So now we have been sitting here for probably the last 15 to 20 minutes now. The rain has significantly decreased, but it is still raining quite a lot actually. So we were thinking about going to do Disney Junior Dance Party, but it looks like that showing just finished up. We thought about going to Launch Bay, but Launch Bay still isn't fully open up either. So now we're just kind of waiting out because right now it's, I think, our time for our Rock and Roller Coaster return time. I'll tell you, we walked into the Pixar store here again, well, half Pixar, half like normal stuff, and it just really threw me off because I just was like, oh my god, I forgot I don't have a mask on. Oh wait, you don't need a mask to come inside anymore, so it throws me off a little bit. Alright, now that the rain has finally passed, we're gonna head on over here to Rock and Roller because I think more like this would be the last thing we do here at Hollywood Studios, just because we really wanted to do Slinky Dog Dash and this, just because of the two big they are the two coasters in this park. But also I just realized, look at the line for it now, because it was indoor, like it's an indoor attraction, so it stayed open while the weather just came through. Also, this will be the first time we've been able to ride Rock and Roller Coaster without a mask, so it's gonna be a real interesting time because now our photos are actually gonna show us with our faces and what we're expressing. Also works out really well. We have not been on this side of the queue since the whole pandemic had started because of the fact that they had anyone going through the expedite entrance on this side, so I haven't been able to see the launch up close in a very long time. So I've been fairly oblivious for a long time because they talk about you're going into the alleyway here to get onto one of the Superstretch limos. But Caleb's pointed out that this is all a parking garage, almost like parking area. So this explains a lot now. So it makes it even more impressive how the theming of this attraction. Well, that was definitely probably the most normal it's felt in a long time. Like, yeah, we've been riding rides outside without masks, like especially when we're Universal or even SeaWorld. But for some reason, Disney not having to wear a mask on the attraction, especially something like Rock and Roller Coaster, is very weird, but it just feels normal. Considering also we were able to take a picture and actually see our expression on it. So, but yeah, so I think we're gonna call it here because I think we're gonna go do something else after this, but that'll be a whole other video y'all will see another time. I'm not sure if this was closed the last time we came because we didn't look, but the Hollywood Scoops ice cream stand is reopened. However, they do have a much smaller menu. Right now they only have like the brownie sundae, a normal ice cream sundae, and they usually have an scooped cup, but they have all sorts of different flavors as well. So it's right next to Fairfax Fair, which is still not open either. So we were just walking through one of the gift shops here on Hollywood because we're working our way out, but they have a lot of this new, just really like tie-dye merchandise. So there's a nice fanny pack that is $30. A really nice backpack actually. This is actually a good sized bag. Let's see, what's the price on it though? $60, not bad. And then a nice little hand tote with Mickey. Let's see, what are you costing? Gotta find the tag. $40, not bad for that. Alright, so we are going to be heading out of Hollywood Studios. Luckily, like, the rain did hold off a little bit more, even though it did rain for probably good, 30 to 45 minutes earlier. But it was a good timing because we just got off Slinky Dog Dash, got some snacks, and just were able to kind of relax just for a few minutes while we waited for Rock and Roller Coaster. Plus, Rock and Roller Coaster has their pre-show back, so that's even more exciting. So, but from a fantastic trip out to Hollywood Studios this evening, we'll see y'all next time.